Veronica's divorce papers is quite a compelling and quite gripping episode of Veronica's Closet. It also has some comedic moments, and there's a character in this who I've never previously cared for but actually don't mind, and I will discuss that in a moment. This is the 16th episode of the first season of Veronica's Closet, and as the title suggests, the main part of the narrative involves the divorce papers and Bryce needing to sign them, but things are a little bit up in the air and questionable, and Veronica's also having some mixed feelings, which I think is completely understandable when you've been married for so long and then all it takes is a signature on the bit of paper to kind of rip that away. That's going to be quite a big thing to deal with. And honestly, Bryce's I wasn't too sure whether I believed Bryce's emotions and what he was saying, or if I thought that he was just playing. I couldn't really work out how I felt about his reaction to things. And even now, I'm still not 100% sure. And that side of the narrative was really interesting and quite gripping and unexpected as well. I hadn't really expected that to happen. But it makes perfect sense. It's not that it's unbelievable. I just hadn't predicted it, and I think they handled that really sensitively, with a little bit of comedy thrown in. Kathy Najimy, absolutely the comedic relief in this episode. I mean, Olive's a fantastic character, and in this one, she was just always in the right place at the right time to inject just the right amount of comedy to stop it from becoming, too serious and too emotional. But the balance there was perfect. The character I liked is Pepper. Now, that's not to say I hated Pepper before this episode. I just was completely indifferent to the character. I never felt anything towards her. I just didn't care. But in this one, she's really funny, and a lot of the comedy comes from her as well. Not with scenes with Veronica, but certainly in other scenes. And she's hired to take on administration and secretarial duties. And honestly, I had a lot of laughs with her. I thought she was very entertaining as a character, very well performed. She's played by Eva Carradine, and the character I actually had a newfound respect for. And I'm keen to see what happens with the character in the future. Also, of course, keen to see what happens with Veronica and Bryce going forward. Definitely an all round moving, kind of emotional, but still very funny episode.